Godspeed, gentlemen. Make sure I muted. Okay, back into it. We have Lgreen playing as an offshoot Civ, going as Goths. NameSatchel as Hindustanis, another offshoot Civ. So I can't talk, but the point is, we got a pretty interesting 1v1 here. Classic Arabia, but both these players playing as Civs that they are not very accustomed to. NameSatchel has played as the Hindustanis before, and Lgreen's definitely played as the Goths before, but these are certainly not daily drivers for either of these players. But we have an extra special treat in this game, in that we have live commentary. So this is live as it's happening. We're not a minute behind or anything, and we can hear these players over Discord. So
Nice.
if anything is happening
Hey,
like
I count that as a mission accomplished.
like
That was
that,
pretty good.
we get to hear what's happening as it's happening live.
That was
So
the
this
goal
will be
anyway.
pretty interesting.
Wasn't expecting to walk out with him again.
Just a reminder, this will be going on public on YouTube. So
No cursing, Michael. I know how much you like to curse.
we are back into it. Yep. Michael's a big cursor for sure. That's a joke. So I think this will be pretty interesting. Actually, I'm thinking about the Civ matchup now, and Goths, Hindustanis. Hindustanis a what? Camels Civ? I know they make camels. Camels. What am I doing here? What am I doing? What am I looking at? I'm trying to see what units they
No
make.
way.
Yes!
I'm not figuring this out.
Dude, I was not expecting that.
Okay, so we're a couple seconds behind.
Happen.
Lgreen loses his scout. Fiery start to the game. Lgreen actually losing two of his pigeons or geese. Two geese and a scout early. So I'm curious to see what NameSatchel will go for here. I'm pretty sure Hindustanis are mainly a camel heavy Civ, but I just can't see what the details are. Oh, maybe we can see what the details are within AoE.
Wow.
Can we do that?
Wow.
How do we There's no way to do that. Maybe? Nope. All right. Anyway. So we're going into this blind then. No idea really what the Hindustanis focus on, but obviously Lgreen as the Goths playing heavy into infantry. The key here, big key here for NameSatchel is to cripple Lgreen early in the game. Look at this, going with some high level plays, hitting the boar as it's running after the Vil with his scout. That's some shinier than normal gold, or am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. But basically, Goths need to be shut down early. They need to be shut down early, or they become a serious problem late game. Another thing here, I'm not sure exactly why this is. I mean, we already have a minute, almost 2 minutes of idle TC from Lgreen, and only 30 seconds from NameSatchel. That's going to be something to keep an eye on going into this game. This is something I basically say every single video, but it's because it's so important that it's vital for that number to be as low as possible at the end of the game. And NameSatchel's pretty good at that. Right now we're looking at 19 to 16. It's a good 20 to 16. It's a good lead. It's obviously not the entire world. We're early in the game. It's easy to forget this once things start happening. Both players are going to start to see this number go up. Both players are going to start to drop off their field production. But that's going to be important here to remember, especially for Lgreen. If he can keep up his build production, he can make up this lost ground. Continuing to boom into eco as Goths is super important because you want to hit Castle Age, you want to get those unique techs, and get those Huskarls pumping out basically as fast as you can. But you want to have a backbone to that. So here we go. Unusual for this matchup, probably because of lack of food and lack of a scout being distracted with that. Haven't been watching super closely here, but we have a small Vil lead from NameSatchel, so this makes sense. Anyway, NameSatchel is going to hit Feudal Age about a minute before Lgreen. That doesn't happen very often. Usually Lgreen is quickest to click up, but again, he's playing as Goths, and his strategy may look a lot different.
You're
We're seeing
spanking me right now.
early. We're seeing early barracks come out.
See.
Now, another thing to keep an eye on. NameSatchel is used to getting... Okay, so he has the eco upgrades coming out. Good. He's used to getting... Where is it? Wheelbarrow for free. The NameSatchel plays Vikings a lot, and they instantly get those upgrades for free once they hit Feudal Age. So we'll see. We're going to keep an eye on him, make sure he gets Wheelbarrow. Lgreen wants to absolutely make sure that he gets his eco upgrades. Again, eco is going to be fundamental here for Green, as the Goths as such a heavily infantry civ, and constant Vil production is going to be key as well. So a couple pikes coming out early for the Goths player here. Got the market coming up. Lgreen's just going to go ahead and wall off his entire area. Wheelbarrow does come in for NameSatchel. So NameSatchel's going to have a little bit of an eco lead for this, at least the first part of this game, maybe the first half. But if Lgreen can continue to get Vils out, that's always a weak point. And for any of these players, continuing to make Vils. And so if he can continue to do that and just be the consistent player when it comes to Vil production, he can get an edge over NameSatchel here. We already got a Vil count. Okay, I guess Vil count equal right now because he's been waiting on the Wheelbarrow tech. But he has Vils queued up, or Blue already has more Vils queued up. Lgreen, again, this is going to be what hurts him the most this game if this continues to happen, I believe. That's my theory, at least. Got a Vil running out here. Oh, interesting. Oh, very interesting, actually. So Green is going to oh no, that's not Green. There's no way. There's no way. Oh man. He wins. Okay, good. Oh man, so Blue is putting outpost here. He's gonna see this Vil. Hopefully Green sees this outpost. This is huge. Oh boy, this is not looking good. So Blue likes to put these outposts down. It looks like he's going to continue to lay these out along his perimeter, so just so he gets that forward vision. It's a great strategy, and it lets you see stuff like this. And does he have Loom? He doesn't have. Wait, yes, he does. So he loses the Vil and doesn't get the archery range up. This is a rough spot for Green. A lot of things have gone Blue's way early in this game, and it's gonna take some blood, sweat, and tears, I think, for Green to get back on top here. But again, look at this. NameSatchel going up to Castle Age. This is this is this is an amazing start from the blue player. Satchel's gonna hit Castle Age well before green. And we're gonna see some interesting stuff happen here, I think. We have double stables up for blue. So the Hindustani's player is gonna go into cav of some kind, and I just don't know the civ well enough. Let's see. Is that battle elephants? They don't get battle elephants, they get camels. They don't even get knight upgrades. So camels, I'm guessing that they're just going camels. From what I remember, Hindustani camels are very good. He is getting scale armor. So wheelbarrow does come in for green. That's good to see. Still a lead from blue. Yikes. This will be interesting. So green's gonna go ahead and get this up. Now green's not gonna know that blue's making camels. But if if green is focusing on what his civ does best, that's interesting. He's actually putting the second archery range down before this outpost even goes down. So Satchel has a chance to see this, but he doesn't really have any army to react to it with. So this archer range is going to go up. Outpost is going to go down, looks like. If Lgreen goes infantry, I don't know exactly, but my guess is that if Lgreen goes infantry and maybe some archers, looks like he's definitely going to go archers. So it's an interesting it's a unique strategy with this civ, because obviously the Goths are such an infantry heavy civ that a player playing against the Goths would not ordinarily expect archers from this infantry civ. But I'm wondering if just playing heavy into infantry as the Goths is absolutely the move because of what he's playing against. If Satchel goes camels, which green doesn't know because he lost his scout, so he has no information about what's happening here. Green doesn't know he went stables. We are getting, all right, so we're not using the stables yet. We're getting man-at-arms at the barracks. But Archer's already coming out here for green. So he's going to go around taking out these outposts. That's a good move because those will just continuously give NameSatchel information as the game goes on. Green's going to hit Castle Age. Green's going to get fletching. And padded archer armor. So he's going to move up with 6 archers and some pikes. So I lied. He's not going to continue to take out the outposts. But blue now has man-at-arms. Pikes are going to run. That's smart. Let's see what he can see here. Can't switch that over. I believe... Oh, and green hit crossbows. I completely missed that. So Squire's going to come in for blue, but green's hitting crossbows, and this is his opportunity to get a leg up. I have to check this message real quick. All right. Well, right back. So, Archer's going to run around. They're going to harass the wood line. They're going to miss every single arrow on this poor villager. This baller villager. Look at her. She's like, you're not hitting me. You kidding me? Man-at-arms going to run up. Green's going to take the hill. Those men-at-arms are going to die. And let's see, more crossbow production from Green. So here we go. Green is he is making more vills. He's not doing much with them, but hopefully that'll come. This is interesting because now he's forcing another tech switch from Blue. So Blue has made 2 stables. He's made 2 barracks. Didn't do anything with the stables. The barracks, he figured out the men-at-arms are not going to cut it for these guys. So he goes to archers. So he's put Blue in this position to make him have to switch techs enough that that he's going to put him behind on the army. So now Green's going to have an advantage here because he went straight for archers. He's only done archers, right? And, oh, Blue's going to lose vills here to these archers. Blue's going to lose a lot of vills here. This is 13 dead vills. Only more to come if these attack. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is completely turned around. Will they be able to kill them? Blue has some cav archers. He's got elite skirm, 1 elite skirm. Again, rough start from Green. Really rough start from Green Eco.
That's annoying.
But he was able to hit castle. He was able to get archers into Blue's base with before Blue was able to get his, I'm guessing, camels out. Before Blue was able to get his army out, whatever he was going for. Forced a tech switch. Forced another tech switch. And now Blue's behind. Now Blue's well behind. So here I was talking about everything Green needed to do to get a leg back up in this game. And now it's Blue that needs to recover here. We have not seen a second TC from either player. Looks like both sold their stone. And neither one is on stone. So they'll either buy stone to put a second TC down, or we'll be waiting a little bit for that. Stable coming in from Green. So this is just the complete opposite of what you'd expect from the Goths. Scorpions coming out. Blue making vills. Green making vills. And now we have equal score. But it's just, we've gotten there very different ways. So second TC coming in from Blue here. Here's one of the ways that Blue can keep an advantage going.
Oh, man.
I think if Green really wanted to punish here, I think he needs to make more crossbows. I think he needs to keep a group of 8 to 10 crossbows just walking around the outside of the base, harassing, keeping the vill count down for Blue, or at least keeping them off of gold, keeping them off of the wood line. You can really be a pain there. Light Cav coming in from Green, so it looks like he's going to go heavy into Light Cav. And we do see a couple more crossbows come out. So again, I think Green's answer here is to continue to apply pressure. That really hurt Blue here. Blue's answer here is exactly what he's doing. Build a tech second TC. He doesn't know it, but he's going to be ahead in that way. He can catch up in a good way, at least partially in terms of vill lead, in terms of vill count, with that second TC as early as he got it. Earlier than Green, that is.
Well, this is the first time it's froze at all. Oh, but I'm under attack. Where?
And Green isn't making vills here. He does have a second TC, but
that's where.
those cav archers are going to die. And Blue queued up enough vills that these guys are going to continue to make vills. We have a third TC coming out from Green. Okay, so he has TCs. They're not making vills. He needs to be spending that food on vills to keep ahead of Blue here if he wants to keep his lead. And Blue's making archery, skirms. Unbeknownst to Green, I believe he didn't see. Did he see? He did see the stables, but
stupid.
he's gonna be going into knights. And blue is making camels, which is what kills knights. So this is going to get really interesting. He forced tech switches, right? But but now that the tech switches have happened and pressure wasn't continued to be applied, that Blue's had a chance to build some army up. He's a chance to get some camels out. And this could be a really big issue. Another barracks coming down for green. Now, I think this kind of trading blows strategy here. Green, again, needs to continue Ville production. He has 3 town centers. This could get him a huge lead over blue.
No.
He has stone starting to come out. And once green gets stone, he can put a castle down. Once the castle comes down, the Huskarls can come out. I think that's really where green will thrive in this game.
Control yet? Oh, they're in your base.
Looks like we're having some technical issues from green. Looks like these skirms are going to go down. Blue is trickling these skirms in. So if they just continue to go 2 at a time, they're not going to be able to accomplish much. And a watchtower coming in from green. Oh no, a second siege workshop with more scorpions on the way. So if green can get this tower down, we do have more stables coming out from blue. Husbandry and more camel riders being made. So I think camel riders absolutely is the answer here. Camel riders get into the knights. Camel riders get into the scorpions. But I mean, camel riders and scouts, maybe? I'm not sure what else the Hindustanis can make. But once the Huskarl horde starts coming, that could be a pretty big issue. So the Hindustanis do get knight. No, I'm sorry. This is blue. Yeah, I'm losing my mind. Camels is a really good answer here. The towers could be a problem, though. Although I think at this point, Satchel has transitioned to this side of his base well enough that the tower creep would probably take long enough and not, at this point, be as effective as just more army or a castle, for example. Which, by the way, green does have enough, and he's not even gonna finish. Is he gonna finish? He's gonna try to finish it. Get in there, Jane. Nope, Jane's gonna die, and the tower's not gonna go up at 97.61%. So Ville production, still good. Well, no Ville production from green, but he does have this lead. Blue ringing the town bell, losing eco time, although it's not really that bad. I mean, it's close to the same number of idle eco as green. So comparatively, it's not that bad. But when blue rings that town bell, all of these villagers over here go to the town center. Everybody who's not under attack goes into the town center, and you lose a lot of resource production. But here we go. We have lots of pikes coming out from green, which I guess are cheaper as the Goths. I believe there's cheaper pikes as the Goths. Pikes coming out without upgrades.
Oh, really?
Whereas,
Really?
he did get the tower up. I'm blind to that. I'm guessing that's what he's talking about. Green should garrison, put the rally point to garrison inside of the barracks so that he can send 4 or 5 out at a time
Frickin' get it up.
instead of a few at a time. Knight's gonna go down. The scorpion's gonna go
dude.
down.
That's the gayest thing I've ever seen.
And the camel comes out.
Please, please, please.
So I'm keeping an eye on these resource numbers. Green needs to put a castle down. He's got 1,200 stone in his bank. He needs to do something with it. He needs to get the Huskarls going. Lots of wood as well. Blue, still only 2 TCs.
Amazing.
No further vill production. Still, he's been at 38 vills for a little bit now.
Oh,
He is
whoa,
trying to get
almost.
camels out. He's trying to get these other units out to have some military, which is good, but he has got to remember those villagers.
Man, my villagers went too far. I love that.
And, oh boy. So we got a few more issues coming out from Green with the internet or some kind of lag issue. And
Oh my gosh, what
his
am I doing?
castle is going
What
to go
am
up
I doing?
sneaky behind the castle. Sneaky behind the tall trees, which honestly, these two players
This
may
is
have
just
small trees
so
on, so
horrible. I hate games like
not
this.
even matter.
I love you, Michael, but I hate games like this.
Listen, I am right there with you. This is the most frustrating thing of all time.
More scorpions coming out, more pikemen coming out. Nothing out of the archer ranges are stable. Satchel making some vills. And more pikes. I think putting pressure on this position is good, generally speaking, but Satchel does need to have more military. Especially once he sees this... Can I please right click on a... There we go. Once he sees the castle. If he has already seen the castle? I'm not sure if... Okay, no. So he has seen the scaffolding of the castle. So if he notices that, he knows there's a castle here, and he knows... Yep, here we go. Barracks coming out for Green. Once the Huskarls begin, I'm not sure what the answer is for Blue here. Again, trickling the camels like this is not going to accomplish much. If he rallies them up closer and sends in 10 or 15 at a time, instead of trickling them this whole time, I think 15 camels could have cleaned up all these scorpions. They might have died to the pikes, but they would have cleaned up the scorpions.
Golly.
Let's see, we got long swordsmen coming in from Blue. Lots of barracks. Lots of pikes. Well, okay. Only added 2 barracks. 3
Oh my
barracks.
gosh.
Okay, never mind. So, yeah, lots of pikes coming out from Green. This position here is going to be hard to take down. Honestly, I think Blue's answer at this point, once he realized this was kind of a fortified base here, was to continue to keep some army here to protect. Maybe throw a tower tier down. But he should have, I think the answer at least, if he had pushed Green's base, there's nothing here. And all of his buildings are here. Obviously, Blue might not know that, but I think with his scout, he could have known that. These are just palisade walls. It would have been pretty easy to push in to the side. A lot of times when you have a forward push like this
GG,
from
Mike.
a player, the answer
Thank goodness. 'Cause
is to push him somewhere else where he isn't. But Satchel's going to call the GG.
have you called
vocally.
it? I've been frozen for like 20 seconds. Oh, there we go.
Oh, for real?
Oh, you took out all my turd.
Well, with my villagers.
Crazy game from these players. Nothing here for Green. If Blue
Thrown
had
in the
snuck
towel.
into the back,
Well done.
that would have been annihilation for Green's eco.
I don't like playing with people
But
I've
it was a
never played with.
fantastic
That's not an
start from
excuse,
Blue.
I just don't like it.
No, I
GG.
feel you.
Also, your
I,
scorpion little strat is new, and I don't
new to
know
you.
if I like it.
New to
I
you.
hate it.